Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, B Farm Thinking, right out here in my lab, in the book. We're about to learn how to breathe, okay? Quick lesson in breathing. Right is 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I gave you life lessons. You tune in and receiving them, I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers way of life, mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? So let's get that together. So I'm asking questions. Do you know you? You will when I'm through. If you pay attention, it's rhetorical. But if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. I do. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock, here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know that self. Add to my yacht be true. Let's talk about the Buddha, P. Funk's philosophy on the Buddhist symbolism and breath work. I gave this lesson a while ago, a little different, but this is there where pretty much it don't change. This is the standard breath work for meditating, prepare properly. This is the Buddha. You see him, the big belly, big fat guy. You see here the breathing technique, in, out. The big belly signifies that you're giving all that out. So let's talk about it right quick, and then I'm gonna take you over to meditation and self-control. My favorites. Let's go. All right. Here it says, when you observe an artwork of the Buddha, you notice distinct variations in his depiction. Some artworks portray him as a slender or an average build, while others depict him with a large belly, the Buddha belly. Okay? And we thought that was because he's fat and out of shape. No, that's him breathing. That's how his technique of breathing was this. And appearing overweight. But these depictions, these different portrayals are really deeply symbolic and intentionally reflecting spiritual teachings and the practice of meditation in the East. The ancient artists who created those works did with such great care, ensuring that every detail carried a symbolic meaning. When I show you the Baphomet, everything about him is symbolical. The Buddha is the same way. Get to understand it. That's all symbolism. Everybody presents symbols in a different way, but they all work in the same manner to get you to learn. It's all about educating and enlightening. But the symbolic meaning, and when we see depictions of the Buddha, okay, with large belly, it is merely a representation of physical appearance, but a profound symbol of breathwork, a fundamental Buddhist meditation. The preparation for meditation is get your breathing right. Why you're going to be there for a while, and that's the way to get the blood and the oxygen through the blood to pump into the head to keep it constantly flowing, so you're always energized. That's energy. Okay, watch this. So before engaging in meditation, you should always, all practitioners are taught the importance of proper breathing technique. That's why that's the standard. Everybody do the same thing. Okay, that's why I'm saying universal across the board. That's the way it's done. And and which are essential for what? An effective spiritual practice. If you're going to raise your consciousness, you're going to go into meditative state, you can't breathe. That won't get it done. Okay, I'm not a breathe. They got shows. One teach you a whole hour show and teach you different breathing techniques. So all that what you think, damn thinking, freaking out, somebody proficient will show you. You can't just make it up and go. Some people think self-made means you make it. No, self-made means you put the work in. Okay, that's what that means. You learn it from somebody who know. You just putting the work in to manifest it for yourself. So now you know. That's what I do. And proper breathing is essential. Why? Because it involves the coordinated use of your muscles in what? In your head, your neck, your thorax, and your abdomen. That means all four things are working in sync together to get the maximum effort. That's what they know, and that's what they're trying to tell you. But the depiction of the Buddha with the large belly, it symbolizes the what? Engagement of the abdominal muscle during your spiritual breath work. Out breath, the stomach fills up. In breath, the stomach goes up to the chest, bring it in, force it back out. That gives you the big belly. But this type of breath work has been practiced for thousands of years to expand one's consciousness, and it works beautifully. Promote healing, gain clarity and insight, and elevate your energy levels. Hello, that's the energy I told you. There's energy involved in it. It gives you power. Breath is far more than just what? Taking in air. If you did that too fast, you would fall out, you faint. Why? It's called hyperventilating. Okay? Too much breath, too much oxygen to the brain overfloods it and it faint. Okay? That's people do that, they fall out. They can't do that long. Why? The brain can't take that kind of exertion. And it signifies the magnetic properties. To truly understand this concept, you must recognize that magnetism is an invisible force that sustains and influences all physical life. Every object living is non-living possesses a magnetic presence and inherent energy that connects it to the broader web of existence. The magnetic nature of air can be demonstrated through what? A simple yet profound experiment. When liquid oxygen is poured into two magnetic poles, instead of merely falling through, the liquid becomes visible, attracted to the magnetics, and this phenomenon provides tangible evidence that air, and by extension, the breath we take in, is imbued with magnetic quality. I say air has consciousness. If you don't breathe air for 4 minutes, intake or outtake, just hold your breath for 4 minutes, the first thing you're going to lose is consciousness. Why? Air is consciousness. Another proven fact. Okay? When you have facts, you don't argue, you don't debate, you just present the facts and you move on. That's called teaching. That's what I do. All right? And in the context of spiritual practices, that's what I do. Particularly those involving breath work. These magnetic properties take on a more deeper significance. Deeper intentional breath work is believed to amplify one's magnetic field. We'll get into that next too. And within the body, the aura, the energy field that they say reaches out 5-6 feet. 6 feet. Okay, 6 feet. As we engage in what? Our focused breathing. When you get that rhythm, all of a sudden you just drift off. You just that's meditation. That's the meditative state that you want to be able to reach when you are meditating. Some people, oh, I went to sleep. Oh, I didn't get nothing. You're not breathing right. That's one. Again, the breath work is important. Some people don't put that in. They wonder why it don't work. Okay, this is why I read it for you. Some people need to understand. Oh, I meditate. I just don't do that. No, you ain't breathing right. It's part of the meditation process. Come on now. But internationally, breathwork is believed to amplify. I read that. Okay. Now it's focused. We are not only taking in air, no, but also enhancing the energy fields that what? Permeate in our beings. The permeate in our beings. But this elevation of magnetic energy within the body is thought to play a crucial role in what? Raising one's overall energy levels. contributing to our physical and mental, spiritual well-being. The mind and body have to work in harmony together. If you're not getting up and going to work and getting that body in shape, and you just reading, studying, and getting into that's fine. But the body got to go along too. You can't forget that. That's why exercise is important. Let me wrap it up. I see I got somewhere to go, so I got to wrap this one up. Oh, I start another lesson with the meditation. All right, but this one, this is just to give you a quick breathing experience. I don't need a whole hour. Okay, I want to get this in right quick. But the magnetic aura, everybody knows about the aura. See, you need to do work on you. So you will know about what? Your aura, your energy levels, and your state of consciousness. These are things that every individual can do for themselves. You worry about what somebody else doing or not doing, how they're doing it, when they're doing it, or you. That's what's going to count. You. And watch this. Without this breath work and this energy work, it is, listen, impossible to connect with your higher self. I told you, if the breath work ain't right, the mind won't get the oxygen and the energy it needs to go to the next level. I told you. Wrapping it up. It didn't take long to tell the truth. Thus, the depiction of the Buddha with the large belly, it serves as a powerful reminder of how important it is the breath work than the role it plays in your spiritual growth and your spiritual enlightenment. Hello, that's my lesson. Hope you got it. Right thing I got to go. But in closing, you all live to be 100, me 100 miles a day. So I never know that my right thinkers who now know the Buddhist symbolism and breath work and how to breathe right to meditate and passed away. I'll be right back.